Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is part 3 now of this massive unboxing that I'm doing from Stackery. So this one I'm going to try to do 2 packs. It's just these big bundles of comics. So that's 1 pack and 2 packs. It's like a lot of comics. And I just want to get it finished. I'll probably have a finale, which will have some really big books in it. This still has big books in it. You should watch my previous video. It had some amazing books in it. It's just like one great set of books after another. This is no exception probably. Let's see what this first pack of books is. So we get into this one. They actually made it really easy to take off all the tape. Okay. This is a collection, actually. And it's just one series. I'm just going to take off the back boards. Throw that on the floor. Yeah, so this is actually kind of a cool series. It just has a lot of good girl art, so that's why I picked it up. I haven't read it yet, but it is supposed. I think it's supposed to be a good series, but we'll check it out. Here, 1 sec here. I'm just getting all this tape off it. I'm being attacked by a piece of tape. Okay. Okay. So this is called Codename Knockout, and I bought the whole collection of it. So I have the complete collection. I had a few other issues that I bought from my comic shop already, but the people that are involved are some of my favorite artists. There's an artist named Andrew Pepoy, and I'm a big fan of his artwork. So he's involved with this book. So it's another reason why I liked it. He did one of my favorite Archie covers, the one that's kind of like zombies. And it's Afterlife of Archie, #1. And he did that cover, and his lingerie covers are amazing. So I'm just going to show you very quickly. I'll go through this really rapid fire. So I'm going to show it as close as I can. This is number 23. Number 22, I believe, of Knockout. Codename Knockout. Number 21. Number 20. Number 19, number 18, great covers, number, I believe 17, well, got my counting, okay, and number 16, I really like this one, it's a really good cover. I really like the artwork on this. And then we got number 15. Number 14. Just really great covers, I think. So, and number 13. Number 12. This one's kind of sexy. This is number... Oh, what is this? Wait, this is number 2. I had that work. Oh, number 11. No, number 11. And number 10. Move my fingers out of the way. So you can see they're really good girl art covers. So if you like good girl art covers, this is the series for you. So this is number 8. Or 9. Sorry, that was number 9. Number 8. And number 7. Number 6. Number 5. Number 4. Number 3. number 2. There we go. Okay. And number 1. It's kind of funny. He's in the shower instead of... It's kind of a reverse typical situation, right? It's usually the girl that's in the shower and the guy is like flying around. But yeah, so that's number 1. That's kind of cool. So that's Knockout. And I have the complete collection of Knockout. I'm going to put it over here. And I'll grab another stack of comics. Okay. Sensing a bit of a theme going on because I see a book that's underneath. There's a bit of a theme going on with some of my purchases. It's always a challenge to cut without cutting the comic. I really worry about that because last time I sliced the comic. I was really upset about it, actually. So let's see if I can get this out without mangling the comics. Man, they taped it so much that it actually ripped the comic bag. So I'm just trying to get it out without... Wow. Yeah, it totally mangled the bag. They taped it so much that it kind of ripped the bag. Okay, so this is actually a Timm collection. See, they ripped the bag. Okay, and this is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, or Harley and Ivy, actually. So this is number 2. It's just, I really like Timm, so I really wanted to get this series. And I actually got it at a really good price. Normally these kind of are pretty expensive collection, actually. So this is number 2. And we got number 3. Nice zoom in on Harley Quinn. And number 1. This is my favorite of the covers. I really like Timm art. He was one of the creators of Harley Quinn. So it's really cool to get this collection. And it's usually, actually, I got it for $20 for the full set, which sounds pretty expensive considering, but it just happens that this collection is quite expensive. It's from 2004, and normally I've seen them go anywhere from $50 to $60 for the same set. So, there's a lot of Timm fans out there. So, as you can see, lots of good girl art, and some more good girl art. This is another series where Adam Hughes. I was actually trying to you'll notice a bunch of Adam Hughes stuff in some of the unboxings that I've done, because I've been collecting his stuff. And he did, I guess, I didn't know that he had done this, but he did one of the series, the covers for Barbed Wire. I was surprised. I just saw one of his covers for it, and I'm like, oh wow, he did really nice covers for Barbed Wire. Not like a big series that it's like a series that actually had a movie. You can pick up the first appearance of Barbed Wire for $10. It's not like an expensive comic, even though it's had a movie, and it had Pamela Anderson as the actress for Barbed Wire. But I'm a big fan of Adam Hughes artwork. I think it's quite nice. So that's number, I'm not sure what number that is. These are the Virgin variant covers. So kind of nice. Or not Virgin variants, but the, I don't know, the variant covers. But these are quite nice. Okay, I'll put them over here. And I'm going to pull out some more stuff. Okay, we're getting into some Golden Age stuff now. Okay, now we're getting into some more of the bigger books that are in this pile. This one has a huge amount of painter's tape on it. I don't know. This is actually a really major book. It's actually 2 major books. This is Terrors of the Jungle. This is an L.B. Cole horror, pre-code horror cover. Really, these Terrors of the Jungle, though, are actually reprints of earlier books of JoJo, actually, and that's another series that I'm collecting. So you'll see me unboxing a lot of books like JoJo books, and these often had, some of them had original stories, but most often they were reprinting a lot of the JoJo Jungle Comics series. So this is like a bit of pre-code horror, and it's a great LB Cole cover. The covers were always different, though. They didn't reprint the covers. They just, let LB Cole create these new awesome covers. And this one is just a, really, really crazy cover. I think he's on fire or something. It looks like he's on fire. I don't know what is going on there. And it's just a really great pre-code horror plus a little bit of good girl art on it. Now, speaking of good girl art, we got All Top Comics. I'm not sure which issue this is. Forgot. But it's just, these All Tops are really hard to find. And I just thought this was a really great one. You got a whole bunch of things going on. And this is Rula, the character. You got like her being attacked by a panther and also like a rhinoceros charging at her. So not a good day. So really, these are really great golden age books. So All Top is kind of, they can be quite pricey. Actually, I won both of those at auction for pretty good prices. I was around $100 each, which might sound like a lot, but for for what they are, LB Cole books are very distinctive, and they have a huge fan base, and especially the pre-code horror LB Cole covers, usually very pricey. Okay, so I was quite happy to get it for that price. So now this is a series that I'm collecting. It's called A. It also, the first few issues didn't really have much good girl art. It was more humor. It's kind of like a ripoff of Mad magazine. But the last few issues of it have really nice good girl art. So I kind of like these ones. So this is A number 6. So kind of a cool cover. Okay, and that's, from Charlton, actually. I didn't realize it was Charlton that produced this. Okay, and then we get into some more groups of raw comics. So, get this out easily. I'm worried. These don't look big and boarded, so I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about this one. Have to rip the bag. It's just the way it is. I don't like when people don't bag and board stuff. I think it's kind of a dangerous way to send comics. Okay, so this is, so what happened is, probably the reason they didn't bag and board these is I got these so cheap. These are like dirt cheap. What happened was, my friend Hughie said, hey, there's a site that's selling dollar comics. Okay, so they have, $1 each. But then that same site had a sale. And they were basically selling dollar bin comics for 50 cents, so half price. So I picked up 40 books. So this, I think this is there's 2 lots from them, and they didn't bag and board any of them, but they're really kind of cool comics. So I picked up, some ones that I thought were just cool. And this is Gears and Bones. I just thought it was like a nice, kind of interesting, sexy, good girl kind of cover. So, don't really know anything about it. I'll have to bag and board all these. And then we got, what else do we get? So these were all 50 cents each. So, you can't go wrong for 50 cents. So Fanboys versus Zombies. I thought that was kind of funny. I like zombie stuff, so I thought this was kind of interesting. For 50 cents, Can't really go wrong. And they're all actually in really good shape, considering they weren't bagged and boarded, which is, and then we got the Dead Boy Detectives. I believe this is number 1, actually. No, number 9. So Dead Boy Detectives, number 9. And then we got City of Tomorrow, the sexy Valentine's Day cover. And then we got Girl of Tomorrow. So I basically picked up the set of these. I think they had the full set. So this is, I think that was number 1, and this is number 2, maybe. I'm not sure what issue this is. You can probably see it better than I can. So that's next one. That was issue, doesn't even say. Oh, issue 4. Okay, that was issue 4. And then we got Black Hawk. This is Black Hawk. Just thought it was an interesting cover. But that's book 1. And then we got Black Terror. So I was picking a lot of these kind of revisiting of the Golden Age characters. This is Black Terror. So they would bring back Miss Mask and all these characters that I liked from the Golden Age. This is Black Terror series. And this is number 2. And this is, what is this? Some calendar one. I didn't think I picked this up. This seems like kind of a lot of weird stuff that I didn't pick up. I didn't remember picking these up. And then we got one that I thought was kind of sexy. This is Play Demon. So that looks kind of interesting. And the Invincible Iron Man, number 1. So for $1, can't go wrong. And Time Walker, number 1. That was kind of cool. I thought this one was kind of interesting. Like, kind of just a weird one. This is Jacked, number 1. And then I thought this was also kind of cool. Kato, number 1. This is just like kind of a reimagining of what's his name? Green Hornet. Green Hornet's sort of sidekick is Kato. And this is sort of like a female kind of sexy version of Kato. So I thought that was interesting. And I picked up the whole series for that. So this is Kato number 2. These are all from Dynamite. Dynamite kind of produces kind of nice stuff. And Kato number 3. I thought these just looked interesting. I don't know. I like the Green Hornets, so I think that's kind of cool. Kato number 4. Kato number 5. And the last in the series, Kato number 6. Really got a bag and board of these. And then we got just some other random one. This is Temporal Criminal. Marjorie Finnegan, number 3 of 8. So that one's polybagged. So at least it's bagged. Okay, that's the first collection of them. And then there was that's the first 20. And then there's I bought like 40. So I paid like $20, got 40 comics. So it wasn't a big spend, but again, I have to rip the bag. I wish they bagged and boarded it. That's my only complaint. But for dollar bins, I guess they don't bother. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, and then we got Shadecraft number 4. I think this series has been optioned. So for 50 cents, hey, why not? Shadecraft number 4. And this is Shadecraft number 3. I already have Shadecraft number 1 and 2, so I just needed these ones. And then we got Secret Wars. Actually, I think this is a key now. I'm not sure, but at least I like the cover on it. Has like all like the Marvel, kind of lots of Marvel characters on it, so I kind of like that. Even Squirrel Girl in the background there. So I thought that was interesting. Okay. And oh, this is a series where they brought back the Rook. Rook, actually, when they wrote this book, they actually reached out to me because I actually have the very first artwork for this character. The very, very first artwork ever created for this character, I just happen to own. So the original paintings for it. So they reached out to me to try to buy buy my artwork. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. It was by William Dubé. He's dead now, but his son reached out to me. So the Rook. So they kind of brought back. He was a character that was kind of created in Warren Publishing. So just kind of an interesting character. And then we got Alien. It's kind of like this interesting, like, what is it called? I believe it's Resident Alien. I thought this was kind of a nice kind of that 60s go-go style cover. And then we got the new Teen Titans, Siege. That was interesting. And the names. This was interesting. Again, for 50 cents, can't really go wrong. And then, Miss Mask. I had to get Miss Mask. So Miss Mask book, this is Masquerade. They kind of renamed her Masquerade, even though it's Miss Mask. So this is number 2. This is just a nice cover. And Soul Saga. Just anything with the sexy girl on the cover, I usually buy. I'm just sort of lame that way. So this is Soul Saga, I believe number 1. So maybe that'd be interesting. And then we got Captain Harlock, number 1. I actually believe I already have this, but hey, why not get it twice? I'm a big fan of this character, Starfire, and I just thought this was a really nice cover with her. So this is Starfire number 5. Really like Starfire. And then we got another Starfire, Starfire number 7. And Superboy number 2. I don't remember ordering some of these. I don't know. That one's kind of weird. Okay. I'm surprised I ordered that. Oh, yes, I remember that. Okay, yeah, I picked that. You know, when you're buying things for 50 cents, sometimes you don't really remember what you're buying. Okay, this one's interesting. This is Superman Men of Steel, number 22. This is actually the first appearance of this version of Superman. I think he's called Steel. So that's kind of interesting. And for 50 cents, such a great deal. Then we got this sort of very 90s style book. This is Violator and I think it's like Bad Rock. So just kind of an interesting cover. And I thought this one was kind of nice with all the Amazon women. This is Where Monsters Dwell. I thought that was interesting. Number 5. And then we got Wonder Woman, Future's End, number 1. And then we got X-Men 92. I guess, so this is a couple reasons I bought this. They're bringing back X-Men, an animated series, and this is kind of like, kind of in that same, style. And it's also a bubblegum cover. I like these bubblegum covers where she's blowing a bubble. That's Jubilee at the bottom there, blowing a bubble. So I thought that was kind of cool. And so that's Secret Wars #1, X-Men 92. And then we got this one, Xena Warrior Princess. I actually believe that this might be, I'm not positive, but I think this might actually be her first comic book appearance. And it's the photo variant. And then we got, it's either this one or that one, I'm not sure. And this is the Xena Warrior Princess from Topps. So I'm not sure if this is or that one's the first appearance. It's one of the two. I'm not sure. So this is Xena Year 1. Okay, so that's that. It was a pretty big haul. How are we doing for time? Okay, so I'm gonna probably do one more video. So you'll have to stay tuned for the next video. The next video has the big books. There was a few big ones in this actually. Like this one is a big book. Like really is. Like L.B. Cole, Pre-Code Horror, big book. But in the last lot, it's some slabs and it's like a bunch of really kind of big books. So stay tuned for that next time. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a little slow, I admit. But yeah, I'll pick up the pace in the next video. So thanks for watching. Bye.